The black smoke started billowing since early morning as Gaza kicked off what was dubbed as the Friday of Tires. And for a second week in a row, they took their grievances right up to the fence, despite the Israeli army warning that it won't change its rules of engagement. Mainly tear gas and live ammunition, sending the protesters running for their lives. Some of them had mirrors to blind the sniper's position across the fence, at least 100 according to the army. And many hurled stones. 16-year-old Muhammad was among them. During the week he goes to school, and on Fridays during his weekend he comes to the border area.
They fight us with advanced methods. We have slingshots and we have stones, but they have bombs. We want to eat, to drink, to work, but we have no life. There is nothing for us here. I'm angry at everything.
That anger is the main driving force behind these protests. Hamas and other political factions seeking to gain leverage, and Israel fearing the demonstrators will storm the fence. Throughout the year, these last 300 meters leading to the border fence are a no-go area for Gazans. Now, despite the threats made by Israel that it will use exactly the same rules of engagement as it did on the first day of the protest, people came here, and that is where most of the casualties happen. At times, there was euphoria among the protesters, but as they drew closer, they were immediately pushed back. And the wailing sirens replaced the chants. It's in the afternoon that the tensions were highest, hundreds of casualties in just a few hours. Many here are refugees who were pushed out of their homes by newborn Israel back in 1948. Going back is a dream passed on from generation to generation. Samer was kicked out from Naila, today known as Ashkelon in southern Israel. She was a child then, and now she's giving support to the youth fighting for her rights.
Throughout the year, the 300 meters around the fence are a no-go area for Gazans. Despite the threat by Israel that they will use the same rules of engagement as they did on the first day, people have continued to come here. And this is where most of the casualties happen.
Gazans, frustrated by the never-ending blockade, know that in the short term, nothing will improve for them. But by risking their lives at the fence, they hope to refocus the world's attention on their plight as perpetual refugees under siege. Hoda Abdel-Hamid, Al Jazeera, Gaza.